Oh hi! Didn't see you there. You know, most experts say that 1 is a number. And that means I've built a number of helmets like this before. I'm pretty proud of how Mastercraft turned out. He's not perfect, but he's still pretty awesome. Now I made this helmet for myself. I liked the way the blue plastic looked, so I decided not to paint it. Now I'm making this clone helmet for a friend, so we want it to be recognizable and for it to look nice. That means we're going to be properly finishing the helmet. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we have to print the pieces. I could have tried to print this helmet in one piece, but I didn't do that for a few reasons. Mainly because if the power went out or if the filament ran out, the print would fail. Besides, this model needs some pieces to be removable.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. 'Cause that's life, I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out, and I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. 'Cause that's life, and I can't deny it. Many times I thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking come this edge of life, I'm gonna roll myself up in a big bowl and die.
Alrighty, now that we have all of our pieces, we have to glue them together. So I'm going to be using some CA glue. It's 2 parts. You have your glue on one side, you put your activator on the other, and then you stick them together, and they hold super quick. And then I'm just going to add some epoxy to the inside to add a little bit of strength. I kind of forgot that I needed to make some pieces removable, so I had to separate them after I glued them. It worked, but it would have been better if I just remembered to leave them separate. But with that out of the way, it's time for filler and then sanding. now we have an outer shell that's ready for finish. So the first step is to prime the whole thing with filler primer, then sand it all down, repeat that process until it's nice and smooth, and that's how we're going to get rid of those print lines. Alright, now it's time to paint the helmet. I'm just going to use rattle cans because they're easy. So I'm going to do a couple of base coats of white, and I'm going to mask and spray on the details with black and gray here. Then I'm going to protect the whole thing with a clear coat. We just need a visor. So what I like to do for the visors is just get a thin piece of PETG that I can push into the right shape. I'll just cut it out, dye it a couple of times, airbrush it with chrome, and then we'll be good to glue it into the helmet. This visor system thing is not working. Plastic is too thick. I made a mess of this plastic. I think I might just end up using this like thinner stuff. Timer for 7 minutes. Okay, this again. Alright, that's that. I'm very pleased with how this Clone Trooper helmet came out, but if I were to do it again, there's some things I would do different. First, print less but larger pieces. The more pieces you have, the more work you're going to be doing putting them together after, and that's just no fun. The second thing is Bondo. Use less, especially in the gaps where you're just going to be sanding it off after. Some of these places were hard to get in with sandpaper, and you can still see it's a little uneven. Next, primer. Do more coats and more sanding. There's still some print lines visible on this thing, so I think if I spent a little more time making it smooth, it would look a little bit better. And lastly, for the visor, I could have just bought one online and cut it out to the shape I needed, but I decided to make my own. You could do it both ways. I just thought I'd mention that this back piece here is held on with magnets. There's 10 on each side. They're just little toy ball magnets that I put in some holders that I made on my printer. I also thought it'd be worth mentioning that I put some foam on the inside of the helmet just so it doesn't wobble around in my head so much. Overall, this helmet cost $150, so it's not super cheap, but it's better than what some of them are going for online. I had some of the stuff already, but I had to go out and buy most of it. All the details are in the description. Anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, be sure to hit the thumbs up, and if you want to know when more stuff like this happens, then be sure to hit subscribe. Also, please rewind this video for the next viewer when you're done with it. And as always, remember, we're Blarg. Blarg stands for the arbitrary luminescence that accolades ratchet gears.